Assalamu alaikum, this is Jannat. Okay, today I decided to make a video because I sort of wanted to take it off my chest. Okay, there was one time that my daughter and I went to Aeon. Went to local Aeon, which is a large shopping mall chain in Japan, and my daughter was having Chinese, and myself, I had a foot-long roast beef sub, and I thought about this to a born Muslim woman that I see quite often in my local mosque, and then although she wasn't being all that critical, she was telling me that I shouldn't be having having a roast beef or sub in, that was Subway, that happened to be Subway, because the roast beef itself isn't halal, and I knew that, and actually my family isn't all that strict about the meat being halal or not so halal, except for we try to avoid pork, and at times we also try to avoid like pork oriented, like what do you call it, pork oriented products, but that's that's the level that we don't feel so stressed about, if you know what I mean. So we aren't really strict about like having halal only meat. So I told her about that because like there are all kinds of Muslims worldwide, and not everybody's so strict about about the meat and food that contains no halal meat. Yeah, but then I don't know. To me, it's just that like I said, she wasn't being critical, but she was being that she was implying to me that that if I am practicing Islam, and if I am serious about it, like why not replace all the meat to halal? Okay, which as a Muslim it's reasonable, but she's a born Muslim, and I do believe that she hardly cooks any Japanese meals at home. So I guess for her that's no problem, but for me, okay, I cook Japanese meals all the time, almost every single day at home, and when it comes to me buying halal meat in mostly in halal food shop or sometimes online, okay, it's very difficult to find the meat that I can cook the Japanese food with. Because it comes in with a huge chunk, and I don't even know what to do with it. So I told my husband that okay, getting halal meat is fine as long as I don't cook Japanese meals, but I cook Japanese meals almost every single day, and to me it's very difficult to deal with all that chunk of meat, and yes, my husband agreed that it's okay to get the meat in the local supermarket, which is considered not halal. And also my husband was telling me that getting halal meat here in Japan is often very difficult because most of the halal meat is import, and there was actually one time that my husband got halal whole chicken, actually, and he bought two, and one of them was actually not rotten but damaged, and he didn't want to eat it. and well, I didn't want to eat it either because the meat itself wasn't fresh, and since the meat comes, like frozen, it was very difficult for halal food shop owner to even check whether it's fresh or not fresh. So yeah, although this Muslim woman I mentioned earlier was telling me that in Japan today the halal meat is available, that is true, but to me, since I cook Japanese meals all the time, well the halal meat that I really want isn't always available. I would say it's hardly available, and according to my husband, and that also according to me, well, it's always difficult to get the halal meat that's fresh. So for her, it's probably available and probably avoidable, but to us, not the same case. So I don't really know how to explain it, but it's I felt like we have to remind ourselves that, well, everyone's different. So if there's anything that you can think of, or if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. And thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.